What up, guys? This is a little bit of an impromptu one here on this other channel and so forth. Because like sometimes it's nice just to have some non-football stuff. To my right is my amigo, a good friend of mine for many several years, and I thought he was the right dude to come and break down both these topics. So first of all, the first one we're going to be breaking down is the Matrix trailer for the Matrix Resurrections, and we're going to go into a rant. I've already released my rant on video form, but I need someone to bounce off of, and I need to vent my frustration on those complete total a-holes known as Brickstar, aka Rockstar, those uncreative a-holes. So that's rant. We're gonna save it for afterwards, after we deal with the Matrix Resurrections trailer. So shout out to everyone in here, like the video, all kind of stuff. I'll be looking at the chat room and everything. So, Infinity, bro. Let me just first give my thoughts on the trailer. Then I want to hear your thoughts. So I'm going to give my raw thoughts.
Okay.
When I saw the trailer the first time, wasn't happy. First impression was, this doesn't look like the Matrix. This seems off. I didn't like the look of things. The CGI looked a bit too much, and I was like, oh Lord, this is what I feared. Of obviously not having the main creative dudes around. This is what I feared it would be. Then I watched it again and again and again and again. And I think once I just got used to what it was, I was like, you know what? This is a good trailer. If it was being in an objective sense, this is a good trailer, objectively speaking. But my thing though is the Matrix is supposed to be unique. Does this stand out as something that people will feel that they need to see? I'm not too sure, because again, and I want to hear your thoughts about it. Don Davis, the composer, he's missing. Bill Pope, the cinematographer, he's missing. The other Wachowski declined to do this as well. And we have to deal with this thing. Lawrence Fishburne is Morpheus. He's Morpheus. I don't care when anyone says he is Morpheus. So you having a Matrix film, and when we know that Lawrence Fishburne was in John Wick, we have John Wick looking like freaking John Wick already in this film. And also, so if we already have John, because look, so I don't know if anyone says that's not Neo. Neo in that's John Wick. Okay, so we already have John Wick in the film. Why don't we have the dude that John Wick was talking to in freaking in the actual John Wick movie? So my thing here is, I think that this film will be cool. I am curious to see what will go down in this film, but I've got to be real with you. I am not overtly over the moon excited as to what will pop up. Tell me your thoughts, bro. Tony.
Yeah, I didn't want to watch it until I got home. So pretty much I said I went to work today, and I waited until I got home so I could put it on the computer screen and watch it properly. So yeah, it's very similar to how you felt. Like the first time I saw the trailer, I was like, okay, this is not bad. There's some interesting stuff in there. But the way that they presented the trailer was very unique, because like there's a lot of stuff that you can really miss if you don't watch it carefully. And as I watched it more and more, there is some very interesting stuff in there. And I think we're going to go into that, because usually when you watch a trailer, like nowadays, they tell you the entire story and you get the idea of like, whoa, okay, I don't even really need to see the movie now. But with this, I'm like, there are certain key scenes that I saw in this trailer that makes me question, like, what the hell is this movie going to be about?
Oh, no, that's what I'll give the trailer, is that it's a lot more interesting than most trailers that you see, in terms of, just as you said, the amounts of images and things that are going through here, and the amounts of things that I said is like, because that's why I said that upon everything, even if I feel that it doesn't feel like the Matrix, it doesn't have the same kind of juices that other films do. What I will give this though is that it's very, very I'm curious. my curiosity is peaked for this. So
yeah, as far as like a trailer goes, like on a very basic level, it gets you interested to see the movie. So it does its job. It's a good trailer, like baseline good trailer. But there's a lot more in it that I want to talk about. So I guess do you want to go ahead and talk about some stuff? Because like
something like let's hold up with. I mean, the first thing is So the first thing here is okay. We've got your boy Neo up in our piece, man, and I think the real question is, who is Neo in this film? It says Matrix Resurrections and so. Because I want to get to Trinity and so forth. It says Matrix Resurrections and so forth. But my thing is that how is Neo here? From how? You know. So what are your theories?
Well, based on what I've seen, this is just what I think is going on. There's a lot of scenes in this trailer where it seems like there's a lot of glitching happening.
Yeah.
Like there's a scene when he's looking up into the sky and he's seeing like, it almost looks like he's seeing like pixelation in the sky.
Yeah.
There's another scene that I didn't notice until I watched it about 3 times. When he shakes Trinity's hand.
Oh yeah,
like
the green coat.
Yeah, you
green
hear the
coat,
sound of the green coat and he gets like a jolt.
Hmm.
So my theory is that he's still in the Matrix. I mean, it's obvious that he's still in the Matrix, but it's just a matter of which version is this? Because
that's my thing. Because obviously, at the end of Revolution, they say that apparently the machines still keep his body at the end of Revolutions. So is it still that same body that they've now tried to access for this? That's my thing. You know,
I think you're onto something, because there's a scene in this. I don't know if you saw it, but it looks like a young Neo hooked up to a machine.
Oh, okay, yeah. You mean where he's like bald and
he's
so
bald.
forth? Yeah.
I didn't notice that until I watched it 3 times. I was like, whoa, that's actually really a crazy scene, because they can go a lot of places with that.
No, because my thing is, now I've had a few suggestions of what is in the plot and trailer and so forth, because I'm worried about what I think the film might be. Because if you look at the trailer, it feels like a lot of scenes from the first Matrix.
Yeah, it feels, it's a little worrying, because a lot of the trend now with movies is make a sequel, but make it exactly like the first one.
Yeah, that's my. But my thing is that they may be trying to. But what I think they may be trying to do is, play with the whole idea of deja vu.
I think it works though, yeah, because like
so basically, so they can say that. Oh, I think I've seen this before. That's because the program is messing up. So once he goes in and so forth, they are replaying the program of the first Matrix. So you have that helicopter scene with the bullets all going down. You have the scene where where Morpheus was captured and it's all raining down and everything. You see the scene where the blue head chick jumps across the building, just like Trinity. So I think that they're going to now play with it. And what's the first thing that we see in the trailer? The black cat.
Yeah, normally I would say it's a bad sign, but I think with the Matrix and the way that, like you said, it deals with deja vu and an alternate reality, and it seems like they're trying to even do some time traveling stuff with this. So I think for this particular movie, if you're gonna do something like that, it's actually a perfect template. This is the kind of movie you do it for.
Okay, so let's talk about. Okay, no, let's get it right now. Okay, let's talk about this right now, because see, I think for me this is the pink elephant in the room.
Okay,
and I think this is the one that has everyone talking and everyone may be slightly worried.
Okay.
And I'm just going to put up the image right now.
Morpheus.
Bro, he ain't Morpheus.
Non-Morpheus.
I mean, like, you can call him Morpheus, I ain't going to call him Morpheus. So the big thing right now is everyone thinking is this actually Morpheus? Because
I don't think it is, man. I honestly, I feel like what they're trying to do is they're showing like an alternate version of Morpheus, whether it be some kind of version that Neo has in his own mind that's being projected, or some faint memory he has of Morpheus. But I don't think it's going to be the real Morpheus. I think he's just kind of like filling in the gaps with his own mind. That's my theory on him. And that's why I think he looks so different and everything like that. So, I mean, I don't know what you think it is, but
No,
That's
no,
what I
no.
think they're trying to go for.
Okay, no, we don't. But basically, I went to his Instagram page, and he has like an image from the trailer, and then underneath the Instagram thing, it says Morpheus, pretty much confirming that he is Morpheus. So
Right.
now
But we
he
don't know
could
what
be.
you know what's yeah.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
like he could just be like a version of Morpheus, like a particular version of Morpheus or so forth. So it could be that and everything, man. But my thing though is Lawrence Fishburne is still active. He's still
Yeah.
active. And for me, like, see, my thing is that the glue to the very first film was Lawrence Fishburne. He was the glue to the first film. Like, Keanu Reeves was like the star, the main star, and so was Karen Moss. Yeah, she did her thing. But the guy that really brought, who was the guy that explained the Matrix to us? It was Morpheus.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, yeah,
100%.
like that is one of the most iconic scenes in cinema history when we get the Matrix explained to us, which was done by Morpheus. So my thing is that he is critical. Not important, he is critical to the Matrix because his voice, everything about him is so unique and it's so paramount. So my thing is because it's fine if you don't want to cast him and you would put something, but the worst thing to do is someone else to step in his shoes because the issue for this is that, bro, you're going to be compared to Lawrence Fishburne, and
Right.
you will and you're going to fail.
So it's almost, I almost think it would have been better if they hadn't even put Morpheus in this.
Yeah, of course, like 100%. Like that would have no. Both issues are bad. Recast Morpheus or no Morpheus, but the lesser evil,
It's the
no
lesser
Morpheus.
evil, yeah.
You know?
It's
No Morpheus, man. So the stuff is a bit wild, man. But like, I mean, you see, here's the thing, and I'll be real with you, is that the Matrix is too important. And it's such a unique, specific thing that if you don't have all of the elements together that really makes it pop off, it's impossible for you to succeed. And so many important elements are missing. Because my thing is that, like even John Gates as well, who's the VFX guy, like these are very important pieces that make the Matrix be what it is. So, I mean, emotionally, where are you at with this? And do you still think that this can actually be a good quality film, an amazing Matrix film, or do you think that they are screwed?
I don't actually know, because I'm gonna be honest, man. Like some of the action I've seen in this is kind of ridiculous. Like, I mean, like I always say, like there's a certain brand of action that Matrix has that no one else has, and you can see some of it still carrying over. Like that scene in the hallway where the girl is like you know, jumping past the guys and the shooting and all that, and that part when the guy opens up the door and he goes in and flips around the other way and comes. Like,
yeah.
That mix of like kung fu with sci-fi is like something that's like never really been done before, man. So I think like just seeing that again is like wow. Like I definitely want to, you know, experience that again, man. Hopefully they. It seems as if, you know, some of that stuff is still carrying over. Like where?
No, but my thing though is that I still feel like, see, in 2021, you've got to come up with something groundbreaking, because what made Matrix amazing, and for my opinion, Reloaded was, for their time, they did stuff that was groundbreaking and was totally new and just changed the freaking game.
Oh, yeah,
so my thing though is that, look, the trailer is cool, but nothing in the trailer blows me away. I remember, bro, the best trailer of all time for me was Reloaded. Because remember when I first saw that trailer, I was like, my God, I've never seen anything like this before. Just how hard hitting it was. You're like, boom, okay, this is now the next level. And the danger here is that for me, Matrix has always been a thing of like, we're not taking things to the next level. We're not breaking new ground. This doesn't feel like if it's breaking new ground. This was if, okay, we're now going into what we know everyone loves, which is the first Matrix, and we're not try to almost reimagine the film that everyone loves. And see, people will always eat that up of, oh my gosh, I remember this first Matrix, oh, this makes me feel like this, and blah, 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 blah. But is that necessarily a good thing?
It almost feels like they're trying to have almost like a redo of Matrix Revolutions. Like, no, like this is actually what is going to end the Matrix. Like, disregard that movie. This is our second attempt to come back and make it right. And it seems safe what they're doing in terms of like going back to the original. But at the same time, it's really hard to say, because like there's stuff in that trailer that I still don't understand how that could fit into a sequel to Reloaded.
What in terms of what specifically?
Well, it seems like all the events from the first Matrix are happening again in a different way. Like that scene with the girl with the tattoo on her arm.
Oh yeah,
and she walks through
yeah.
the door is like a completely different location, completely different. I mean, isn't there a scene in this when Neo looks into the mirror and he's old? So a lot of people are saying that maybe
yeah. No.
there's a
For me, which is
possibility
why I think like this, because you look at the, you know, at the very end of the trailer, like the guy says, "Oh, I can't believe it. You want to return back to the Matrix." So it's almost like, so are people now aware that the Matrix exists? Are
That's
they now?
true, yeah.
Yeah, like are people now fully aware that, oh, there's this program that exists called the Matrix that's out there? You know, so I mean, you see, but my thing is that I don't know how the world of today, 2021, will react to this. But even more so than this, the danger here is that the Wachowskis in 1999 are not the same Wachowskis in 2021, because Cloud Atlas, Jupiter Ascending, freaking Speedway, like, and also let's keep it real, the fact that they've sort of transitioned, so they were men before, now they're women and everything. Psychologically, mentally, philosophically, they are totally different people. So of course they still, like, visually you can still see that it still has some of that Matrix juices in it, because it's one of the creators of the whole thing. But my thing though is, to make any film and so forth, you have to be in a very particular place, mentally, psychologically, creatively, for you to say what's up. And based on the films that they've made, I am still skeptical as to what the content of this film will be, based on what their track record has been. The films have been since Revolutions. Look, Revolutions was a damn mess, bro. that. I mean, like, bro, like, I totally just, like, for me, that film never happened. I'm still waiting for a sequel to reload it. Still, because
a lot of people felt that way. Like I was kind of lukewarm on it. Like I thought it had, like, you know, there was some great action scenes in it, but they really kind of lost the mark on that one, man. So I'm hoping, like, with this one they kind of redeem themselves, because yeah, a lot of people do not like that movie.
No, it's true. Actually, let's do it. So thank you for the door, Paul Kickling, thank you for the door, Paul. This is the Wachowskis' own baby. All the artistic ambitions were put in this franchise, so the recent rubbish movies almost don't matter for this. You see, here's the thing here, because this is interesting, because it goes to the whole reboot thing. I don't like reboots, but if you're rebooting or reimagining your own stuff, that's different. You see, if this was like a different director doing this, it would be, I would be disgusted. But because this is one of the creators of it, is different. So it is fair though, because that's my hope for this. Speed Racer, Jupiter Ascending, that's not their stuff. But they know how important the Matrix, this is, as I said, this is their baby, this is their thing, this is what they conceived. And I would hope that they know how important the Matrix is out there. Because see, Jupiter Ascending, I don't know what the hell that was. Cloud Atlas was based off of a book. Speed Race is based off of another material. Matrix, no, you created this from the ground up. This is your stuff that you created from the ground up. So, but as much as that is true, why didn't the other Wachowski agree to do this film? See, for me, that's really worrying. Because when you read why Lily Wachowski didn't want to do this, because she said that, I don't want to go back on old ground. So obviously, the idea was, hey, we're not going to go back to the first Matrix and sort of look at the first Matrix. Because the film is, they're going back to Matrix 1, but looking at Matrix 1 through a different perspective.
Yeah, it's kind of like
100%.
If you remember, Terminator Genesis kind of tried to do this a few years ago, whereby they went back to the original timeline and tried to have like a second timeline. So
wait. You watched that piece of trash?
Yes, I did.
So I stayed far away from that pile of garbage. But you see, my thing though is, look, is there a way that this film could work and be amazing? Like, look, because I want to keep an open mind and so forth. Like, the way that this could work is, and I'm just keeping an open mind and so forth, even if I don't like, but the way that this would work is if it is in a sense of where you are playing with the deja vu aspect. Because as you said, this works for the Matrix. If you say, oh, this is deja vu, the program is effed up. it's messed up, and we're now sort of coming back into what we've now done, but we're not doing it in a different sense. Hence why he meets Trinity. He's like, wait a minute, yeah, I don't recognize you, but maybe there's something in his mind that he recognizes that, and obviously Trinity is obviously a program.
And speaking of Trinity, she looks great, by the way, for her age.
Yeah, she has no. She's hardly aged, man. Yeah, she's looking at it. She's looking at it. You know, she's looking at it. You know, I mean, like, what do you make of the whole thing of like how he doesn't recognize her?
I mean, I think it's a great way to get people to you know, well, if you haven't seen any of the Matrix films, which is crazy to me. I mean,
some people still haven't, bro.
It's a great way
I speak to people in the live chat. Like, live chat. Who here hasn't seen the Matrix? I want to know. Anyone in the live chat who hasn't seen the Matrix, please know so I can expose you. Continue.
Well, I just want to say that side note, the Matrix, I think, is probably the greatest sci-fi movie ever made, next to T2. So yeah.
Like I think the Matrix it's one of the films where you have to watch it. You can't not watch them. Like, for me, in my opinion, it is it's a film that every single person has to watch. It's an essential film. That's why, bro.
Yeah,
Matrix is not a joke. Like, this is a big deal because you're dealing with a film that's it's got your action, it's got your cipher, it's got your philosophy, but it's commentary on the world of what is real, what is fake, dealing with reality. Wake up, be aware, you know, be conscious of what's around you, be aware of your surroundings, you know, don't read the lies, look beyond the lies. It deals with just so much stuff that is relevant to every single person on earth. So
it's the only movie that actually made me question my own reality, which is saying a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, like back to the original point, I think it's cool, man, because like a lot of people who haven't seen the first movie can watch this movie and kind of watch their relationship development again. And I always like the dynamic between them as far as like, you know, when they first meet, they're always, you know, they're very cold to each other, very professional. And then as the movie kind of goes on, you know, they kind of form that relationship. I always thought that was kind of a nice touch to the movie. But yeah, I mean, it seems like they all have like very like, I don't know if their power levels went up or what it is, but have you noticed that? Like, there's a couple of scenes in this when they were like,
like you see, and what was it called? You see Neo basically like direct a freaking rocket launcher.
Yeah, it's like they're going in Super Saiyan. It's like they're literally going Super Saiyan in the Matrix.
Which makes me believe that this is Neo, but he doesn't remember. So obviously, this is Neo fully powered. So this is Neo when we left him at the end of the revolution, because look at what he did to the fake Morpheus in the trailer, and look at what he did to the helicopter. And remember, he's already stopping bullets. He could only stop bullets at the end of the first Matrix.
You know what's kind of cool though that I noticed? Did you get any kind of vibes from Equilibrium, with the fact that, remember, like in Equilibrium, they would take pills to suppress their emotions?
Oh yeah.
And it seems like he's taking pills in this movie. Is it to suppress his powers? Possibly. Maybe he.
Oh no. Oh, that's very obvious. I think what happened. Basically, if you've seen the official trailer for the film, like when you just look at the trailer, I think it's very much an idea of. Sorry, the official poster. When you see the official poster of the film, it's obvious that they are getting people to take these blue pills and to remain sedated in the whole thing. So because they want them to remain sedated and so forth, that's why they wouldn't remain there. Hence why you have the whole red pill, blue pill thing in the poster, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about earlier. That's an interesting image, man. Notice the blue?
Yes. So he's getting unplugged. So maybe he was reinserted back into the Matrix, and now he's getting unplugged again. You know, I mean, because my thing is,
because he looks young. He looks like he gets.
See, here's the thing. See, I've not seen Revolutions in ages, but I thought at the end of Revolutions, didn't they just screw up all these pods? And I thought they freed everyone.
Well, I do remember the part when he meets the the machine at the end, and he sort of like assimilates with the machine, and they take him over. I remember that bit, but it's a long time ago since I've seen that movie, so I barely remember.
Oh, so this is, I call him Tony B, aka Infinity Limit. Basically, he's a guy I've been talking films with him for ages, man. So he's a friend of mine that I've known for a long time before before football hot, bro. So I've known him since what, 2010 or 09 even. No, 08.
Oh wait,
Bro,
yeah,
I
I think
think
so.
saying something about 08, man. So yeah, we go way back, man. We go way back. So look, man. I mean, look, bro. I'll keep it a stack with you. You see, I am conflicted because I told you, Matrix is. I watched Reloaded 6.5 times in the cinema.
Yeah, I know today was a big day for you, man.
Oh
I know
no!
it was.
You see, that's why it was, because I always say to myself that, like, I cannot wait until the day that I see that green code come through for a new Matrix thing, and I thought it'll never happen. Now, it may not be ideal with not everyone back on board, but a part of me is like, damn, the Matrix is back. Like the Matrix is like the Matrix is really back. Like it's back here and so forth, man. So, but at the world, I don't want this to be a case of where you're just rushing this out just because, like.
Yeah,
If you're
but you
doing the
know what?
Matrix, it's going to be like, okay, we're trying to push things forward and push things and progress things. It can't be, oh, let's just go back on what's worked before and yeah, well, okay.
I think from what I've seen here, though, there's enough interesting material that they can really make a good movie out of the concepts that we talked about. So, like, I'm interested to see a second trailer. But as of right now, like this very moment, like I'm in, man. I want to see this movie. You know?
Yeah, no. For me, I mean, at the very least, I'm curious. I may not be excited, I'm not be blown away, but for me, I'm like, oh, and that is more than I can say for a lot of films being released these days. Is that, oh, okay, let's because you've put a lot of interesting concepts here, and basically, which is what the Matrix always was back in the forum days.
Always,
this breeds discussion. So you now can breed theories, thoughts, think about this, and that is what the Matrix always. The Matrix was always the thing of like where we want to really engage this discussion and so forth, man. So, I mean, like any final thoughts before we get into rant territory?
No, I think we just about covered most of what we wanted to talk about. I think we're good.
Actually, no. I think this is what people are saying. He should have cut his hair, man.
Yeah. Like, he looks too much like John Wick.
No.
Too much like John Wick.
He doesn't look like John Wick. That's John Wick.
He is John Wick.
So, John Wick is in the Matrix. So it's like, so my thing is that surely you should have known how popular John Wick is, how iconic that look is, how famous that character John Wick is, and just say, bro, cut your hair. So we know that cut your hair, shave your beard. So it's a look. At least do something. No, he has the exact same beard and exact same hair as John Wick. And let's keep it right now. In 2021, more people are excited about John Wick than thinking. But you know what? I'll say though is this: in their defense, before COVID hit, John Wick 4 and Matrix were supposed to be released on the same day.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, so, that would have been crazy.
Because they wanted to make it like Keanu Day, where you watch Matrix 4 and John Wick 4 both on the same day.
Keanu double feature.
Yeah, basically
I'm into that.
And they wanted to do like have like a Keanu double feature, which would have been crazy. But obviously, COVID and that damn Chinese space screwed everything up, man.
Damn, that would have been cool, man.
Bro, that would have been insane. Like I was like, listen, that is amazing marketing. Because you already have a guy who everyone loves. Nobody hates Keanu. So if you say, oh, and for cinemas as well, we're going to give you a Keanu double feature. So John Wick 4, then Matrix 4 back to back.
Bro,
guys,
can you imagine? Can you imagine? I'm going to go see John Wick 4 and Matrix 4 in the same night.
No. That would be freaking crazy because you see, like, that's what I respect your boy Keanu, man, because look, the guy just goes all in, man. The guy goes all in. So he's a guy that I defend because look, the guy he's basically martial artist. Like as soon as he learns martial arts in Matrix 1, he's like, F it. I'm just going to do martial arts for the rest of my time. And the guy's like, his guy's like over 50 now. Okay, all right. Okay, let's. So, Tony, I might be slightly rude here and so forth. So please bear with me.
Rockstar.
Tony, can you please confirm for the audience when GTA 5 was first released? Please, the year it was released.
GTA 5. Wow. I don't know the exact date.
Or do you know the year? The year it came out. The year.
It came out near the end of the PS2 life cycle. So I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay. We've got it. 2013 September.
Whoa, I got it right. 2013.
2013. So we are currently in 2021. So 8 years. 8 years. You see, I want to go all the way back. I want to go all the way back. You know what? I want to go all the way back. Let's because before we go on, I want to go all the way back because I want everybody in the audience to please tell me what you feel when I pull up this image. Because I want to just pull up an image for some people around here, and I want you guys to tell me how you feel about this image. Wait, just hold up, because this is a very important image, and this is an image that represents us. I want you to tell me.
I think I know what it is.
Are you sure you know what it is?
I think I'm pretty sure I know what it is.
When you see this image, what emotions run? Because see, I remember where I was, Tony. I remember going into someone's room in school. No, you know what? No, even before that, I remember watching GTA 2. I said, bro, because I remember seeing some people play GTA 2 on the PC. I said, guys, if these guys make this game in 3D, they'll make one of the greatest games of all time. And I said, this GTA 2, I saw guys playing the PC. If you play, boom. I remember buying this is back when we used to buy magazines. Guys, I'm a bit old. This is during the days of dial-up. So you see, me and your boy Tony B, we're old. I mean, Tony,
shout out to GamePro.
But Tony, remember when we used to buy magazines?
Yeah, PlayStation Magazine,
official play, also OPM, official PlayStation Magazine. I remember them doing a preview of GTA 3, and I was like, oh my god, these guys have made this game in 3D, so you can go ahead and do anything you want in 3D. And guys, we all know the emotions we felt when you first step out onto the streets in GTA 3. And I remember the tagline, anything can happen out there. Whereas like, bro, you go out there and bro, anything can freaking happen. And the excitement, it was because that hits like a ton of bricks. When that game hits, it changed everything. It changed everything. You're like, what? There's never been a game like this. Of course, we love the Zeldas, we love the Bioshocks, we love the Mass Effects, we love the Call of Duties, but this was, oh no, sandbox. Oh, freedom. Oh, you can really say what's up. You can really say what's up. So a GTA release was always big, and you know what? I've already said this before, but I want to bring it up again right now. A game that I consider one of the greatest games of all time, a game that's close to me and Tony B's heart, man.
Oh, where'd you get that image? Is that a remake of the game?
Oh no, it's a remake. No, I just went to Google, but it's definitely it's definitely a remake. It's definitely a remake. It's the one on PS2.
Holy crap, that looks awesome though.
Yeah. You see, it's like it was a major event when games like this came out because it was like, okay, GTA 3 was cool. It was cool. We liked it. But it was like, what are you now going to do next? How are you going to change the game? How are you now going to take things onto the next level?
Tommy Vercetti.
And then your boy Tommy Vercetti. That's like, I call him Tommy Vercetti. Came out. And bro, Vice City for me was it was heaven because it's like one of my favorite games really was GTA 3. But now you put it in the 80s, which is my favorite decade, and my favorite music, Michael Jackson and so forth. Are you crazy? Bro, this is still the best soundtrack of all time. That's a Vice City soundtrack, best soundtrack of all time. So you see, Tony, I'm building up a scenario because I'm building up a scenario of like how there was massive excitement before the release of every GTA game.
They built up a pedigree.
Yeah. So I want to just skip the other ones because I want to now come to the PS30 systems. GTA 5. Now, quick confession here for guys, and I've said this before numerous times. I've never played San Andreas or GTA 5. Yes. yeah, I said it. Never. And the reason might shock you, but it's a simple reason. I can't play a game where a black guy is dropping the N-bomb willy-nilly. That's just a personal choice. So for me, I have no beef with anybody playing it. That's fine. But as for me, I feel uncomfortable playing a game, controlling a black guy, dropping the N-bomb all throughout the game. For me, I'm like, nah, I'm cool. But you know what? Fine. I respect people who can. It's fine. So hence,
to be honest, I think as far as like in terms of pure gameplay and the amount of stuff they put into the game, San Andreas has the most. In terms
I've heard of San Andreas.
You can literally go to the gym, you can get buff, you can eat, and you'll get fat. I mean, the BMX mechanic when you can ride bikes in the game, you can go to Area 51, break in, and steal a rocket ship like a rocket backpack and fly out. They did an entire state. No.
Look, for me, it's painful. Look, bro, it's a painful thing because it's, bro, I love GTA, and every time a GTA release is around, it's big for me. And do you don't know how much it's pained me? But it's a choice. Insults me, abuse me so much. It's a choice that I just can't. So my thing was, okay, cool. GTA 5 is something that's out of my personal choice. I won't be able to play. I can't wait until they now release the next one now. Because you know what I've always wanted? I don't know what they've not done. I think San Andreas came close. Bro, Mass Effect this baby. Skyrim this baby. Customization. Customize your dude. So you can actually create a dude to your own liking, which is sort of where San Andreas was going. But the thing here is this. Greed. Tony, do you know what greed is? Greed.
Greed is EA. Greed is
Rockstar.
Rockstar as well. Yes.
See, Tony, my thing is that what these guys have done is very similar to what he's now seeing or FIFA. They have stepped onto a gold mine. Wait a minute. If we just keep on repackaging this thing and repackaging GT Online, why do we need to waste money on creating a new game? It's like World of Warcraft, one of the most, I think that is probably the best-selling MMO of all time, World of Warcraft. And guys live in that world at Infinitum. So they said, oh, no, wait a minute. Why do we need to waste money on a whole new game and so forth when we can just keep repackaging this stuff and keep buying it? But see, my thing here is that for Rockstar, you are bastards. You're a bunch of effing bastards. Because this shows that all you care about is money. You have no creativity within you. Because see, the beauty in life is a balance. This is still a business. You should still care about making a profit. But you should balance making profits and being an artist. Yes, we need to make money and so forth, but you should want to say, let's break new ground. Let's create something new. Let's try and take things into a whole new place, a whole new plateau. You should want to do that as artists. Because there are writers here, there are animators here, there are programmers here. You should be artists. But you just say, wait a minute, GT Online, blah, blah, blah. So as much as I hate them for doing so, do you know who the real culprits are?
Yeah, it's the ones that buy it all the time. I mean, I was telling you before, man, they got me 3 times. I bought this game 3 times. I can't give you a reason why. I mean, I'm done. I'm not going to get invested in this online play and spending money on it. But
my thing, though, is that, Tony, what scares me is I think these guys are going to charge full price for this game on PS5. And you know that there are going to be some people who are going to buy this on PS5 again. There are going to be some dim-witted, thick-headed, stupid-ass, sad, pathetic dimwits who are like, it's GTA 5, oh, new graphics, oh, because this game is so good, oh, blah, blah, because I go online and I bitch and moan at Rockstar. And then I see people say, "Oh my gosh, this just shows how amazing this game is." See, there are people who actually like this. The people who actually buy into the fact that GTA 5 has been has basically been available for so long. There are people that want GTA 5 on PS6. So they will go ahead and buy this game for the fourth time on PS5 just to support GTA 5's success story.
I mean, that's the problem with success, man. Like, the thing about it is that like Rockstar is such a talented studio, but they got smart in a way of like they said, hey, okay, instead of investing all this time, energy, and money into creating something from the ground up, because making games is one of the hardest things that any company can do, is to make a video, especially a game of this scale. They said, wait a minute, we're going to invest all our resources into the online mode, create an economy, and basically ride off of that for as long as gamers will play it. And how long has it been? You said about 8 years now?
Yeah, 8 years.
And people are still playing it because there's no other option. I guarantee you, though, like if Rockstar came out with a Vice City 2 with the same level of detail as GTA 5 or more, everyone will move over to that, and they'll make even more money.
see, that's the thing now. Is like, see, because my thing is,
it's kind of a catch-22. It's like on one hand, you can make a lot of money investing in what you have, but do you invest more resources into something else and deal with how people will like that or dislike it? So I guess, from a business side, I can understand what Rockstar is doing, but I have no interest in playing this game anymore. I mean, I really don't see what is keeping people.
But see, this is the issue, and this is where you have the difference between the gaming community and, let's say, film community. See, for me, I'm not a gamer. I play games casually, but I will not consider myself part of the gaming community, because for me, I am much more of a film guy than I'm a gaming guy. Gamers don't care about a story or so forth. Gamers just want a game. So how long have people been playing Counter-Strike for? How long have people been playing World of Warcraft for? Bro, and I'm guilty of this, but it's still a damn good game. I still play Halo Reach. Halo Reach came out, I think in 07, 08. And I still play Halo Reach because it's a damn good game. So for gamers, they're not interested in, a new story, a new location, one new thing. They're like, it works, it plays well. I'm just going to play it. So a large portion of people, yeah, they'll buy this again. Even if they say, we've got new features, new graphics, new missions to do, they'll play it because the gameplay is so good. They're not thinking about, wait, I've already played this story before and so forth. I want to see something new. So the issue is, if you're now selling this to the gaming community, you can regurgitate it again and again and again and then again. So that's the issue.
Yeah, it's an interesting point you made, because I think gaming is like one of the only mediums where like it literally, the story doesn't matter. Like it's all about the gameplay. And people love the GTA gameplay, man. Like GTA gameplay is some of the best third-person shooting and driving there is. So I think, in a way, they kind of struck gold with this, because they really don't have to make another GTA. If they keep investing, I mean, I disagree with it. I mean, I think they should move forward and do something different. But they're at the point now, man. Their install base is so huge. I don't even know how much money they're making off of this. God only knows. But it may just be going on forever, man. It's sick, man. It's sick.
You see, that's no. My thing is, you're right, man, because it's like, as I said again, they don't have to do anything more. They have to do nothing more. Like, it's like in their mind, they're like, hey man, we've done all the year that we've done. Because see, it's funny. Before we started doing this, man, me and your boy Fito we're reminiscing. How many of you guys remember 2007? See, some guys are actually young here, so some guys may not remember this, because again, me and Tony were a bit old. Because I was watching a thing on YouTube, and they were talking about the best years in gaming. And they said that 2007 was the best year for games.
Wait a minute. Uncharted came out in 07 too?
I think that was I think that was Uncharted 2.
Uncharted. Wow.
So basically, Uncharted, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, BioShock, Mass Effect, Halo 3, and Super Mario Galaxy. You know, look at this.
Jesus.
No. Tony, do you want to feel old? Do you want to feel old?
Yeah, I guess.
Check this out. I was 7. Bro, no, Tony, stay right there. Yo, stay right there. Stay right there. Oh my God, man. That is wild. 7. Wow. Oh my God, man. Bro, you have to feel. No. There's more. I was 5. I was 4. I was 11. But again, it just shows you that, like, that's why I feel so sorry for, like, the younger guys here, because you don't know how good things used to be. Because with all this garbage piece of trash that those bastards, Rockstar, have been doing and so forth, there used to be a time, guys, when people released games. People didn't actually rely on. Remember, this was the days when broadband was there, but online gaming was not that big a thing. It wasn't really that sexy. DLC was not really a thing. So guys just released games. So the whole idea was, we now have to now put off our creative juices into trying to release something that we think can pop off through the next time, man. So 07 was an amazing year because it was like, man, game after game after game after game after game. So
Bro, the crazy part is, like, every single one of the games that I'm looking at on the screen here, they all have, like, a long-lasting legacy that carried on way after they came out. Uncharted? What? Modern Warfare they're still making Modern Warfare. BioShock and BioShock Infinite, I think, are two of the best, like, story-based first-person shooters, like, ever made. And I can't even talk about Mass Effect because I can't even talk about Mass Effect.
Yeah, I know.
That's like, dude, that's like Mass Effect's like, oh my God, that's like in my heart, bro. It's in my heart.
You see, the thing that just pisses me off is this is because Rockstar was supposed to be those dudes, Tony. Look at these games. These are some of the most genre-bending games in the industry. Like, did you ever play Manhunt? Like, who in the chats ever played Manhunt? Did you ever play Manhunt?
I did not, because I didn't have a PS2 at the time, but I remember that was a talk around the classroom, man.
Yep. No, it was banned.
Guys were talking about that game.
It's like, because I think, like, they tried to take them to court and so forth. Like, it was banned because it was too realistic. Because I remember, this is when you used to have you used to go into the store to sort of like get games and so forth, and it was banned. Bully was a great game. Like, you played Bully, didn't you?
I never played Bully either, man. Yeah,
so
I didn't have a PS2.
Tony, right now you need to play Bully. You need to play Bully, bro. Like, I fully like. You played Limbo, didn't you?
Limbo?
The man, you need to play some freaking games, man. Seriously, because that's another really good. But
isn't that the game where it's like
black and white, and you have to do like puzzles and stuff?
Yeah, I did play that actually. Yeah. That's a good game.
No, but Bully is like, it just takes you all the way back to school. But it's a very simple concept, but just how creative it is in a very minimalistic way. It's amazing. Classic Rockstar. Bro, did you ever play L.A. Noire?
I saw a lot of people play it, but I didn't play it myself because it didn't seem like it was my taste. You know what I mean? I didn't like how. I'm not into that sort of detective type of game.
Okay. No, because L.A. Noire was freaking amazing as well.
Isn't that though? That's the game that has that incredible facial animation, right?
Yeah, no. That's the selling point is you're a detective and you know how to detect when people are lying or not. And they use this like facial technology where you can really tell realistically if a guy is telling the truth or telling a lie. So it's freaking like flipping amazing. Flipping amazing, man. But it's like you look at these games and Rockstar, you made yourself out to be, no, we take gaming to the next level. We break new ground and we do things that other guys are not doing. We're really breaking the mold. So it's like you are pretty much going against what we freaking know you for. You know?
It's money, man. It's success and money, man. That shit it messes up everything, dude. Like unfortunately, that's just the way it is. You know, I've come to accept it over time, but yeah, man.
But I mean, but again, obviously, you're obviously an artist that's obviously trying to really get, into the whole. I think so. I know I've seen so many stuff. It's freaking amazing. I know you want to make money and so forth, but Rockstar, you're not. You see, this is what I say. It's greed. Rockstar, you're not struggling for money. Based off of GTA 3, San Andreas, and so forth, you have enough money for life. Like, let's just remove GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, San Andreas, GTA 4, Vice City. If you combine those games together, Rockstar are not struggling for money. Because these games have sold millions upon millions of copies around the world.
But have hope. You can only have so many yachts. I mean, you might as well get another one. You know? If you got an island, you can always get a bigger island.
No, but
that's the thing about money, man. It never ends. There's always something more. So people just want more. You know?
I mean, it's
it's just the way it is, man. It's crazy.
No, but I think this is the key thing. I think, as someone said in the live chat, GT Online, I think once they stumbled on online and so forth, yes. You're like, oh, we could, like, it's like, okay, fair enough. It's one of those things of like, maybe if I was in that position, I would think differently, but maybe they're in a state where, wait a minute, we don't have to spend, because it's cost a lot of money to make a game.
Especially now, man. Have you seen the budgets of any of these GTA games?
It's expensive.
Are outrageous, dude.
So in their mind, they're like, wait a minute, we've had to spend so much manpower, so much money, and spend such a high cost on these games that why don't we have a situation where, hey, wait a minute, we don't actually have to spend that much money?
Because it's like I don't know if you ever like follow Valve games, but they made the original Half-Life, and then they came out with Steam, where you can just purchase games online. Like it was like the first digital service, and they pretty much got out of the game development industry, like because they're making all this money without even having to lift a finger. So what's the point of actually going, doing all the research? And they only make games if it's something that's really interesting to them and pushes things forward. Otherwise, it just won't. There's no point. It's too much work. It's too much effort. It's one of the hardest things to create, and it costs so much money. And the cost of games now are astronomical. I mean, the graphics alone, like the development, the facial capture, all this crazy stuff they got going now, man, it's insane.
And also, we are feeling the charge as consumers. Like it's £60, £70 for these games. It's like
it's gonna go up, man. It's gonna be like $70 for a game soon.
No, but that's why. See. That's why I'm so happy with my Nintendo Switch, man. Because, bro, I keep telling you, bro, get that Switch, bro.
I want to get it, but there's a new one on the horizon, man. There's a new one coming out in like a couple months.
True.
So I don't want to
wait for that new one. Yeah,
I might as well just wait.
But it's, bro. When you get, you're like, this is insane. This is absolutely insane. Like it's literally just blow your mind, just how amazing that the thing is. But you see, my thing though is that look. Fair enough, man. GTA 5, you've stumbled upon a gold mine. You found a way of easily making money by just managing the GTA Online server. People have bought into it. And you see, my thing is that as much as I want to hate on Rockstar and so forth, and I just think that it's sad that you have no thoughts of playing GTA 6. And I think the fact that you actually had the audacity to announce GTA 5 on PS5 like it's a big announcement. You see, for me, that's just the thing that just sickens me. You actually made an announcement. That, oh my gosh.
Fourth version now?
Yeah.
Fourth version.
So basically, you announce like if it's like a new game. That's, oh my gosh, GTA 5 now on PS. Like, what? On the third, what?
Has there ever been a game that has lasted that long? I don't think so.
No. There's never been a game that has gone through three generations of. That's insane. This started on PS3, so PS3, PS4, PS5.
3 generations of consoles. There's never been a game that has lasted that long. The same game.
No. It's. I mean, oh man, it's. I mean,
it's over, man. It's over, man. They're not gonna make a GTA 6. They're not gonna make a GTA 6. I mean, as much as I want them to go back to Miami.
No, because I was thinking that, okay, do they go to Japan? Do they go back to Miami and do? Because I think, look, you have to going back to Miami with obviously improved graphics and so forth would be crazy.
That would be the most incredible game. I can't even imagine what they could do now with that technology. Like I heard there was a story going around that they were saying that, like a rumor was going around saying that there's gonna be, if they do it, there'll be like hurricanes and shit like that. That's crazy.
No. I mean, like, because I always felt like if they should do a GTA where like you're a cop, where you can actually go around arresting people, like you're like a corrupt cop and so forth. Like that was an idea that me and my brothers used to talk about like ages ago. That like you're like a corrupt cop, kind of a detective kind of guy, and you have like your squad car and you're like solving missions and so forth, and you can go out and actually arrest people and so forth and have your own investigations. Like
that might actually be really good. Like you can actually like try to infiltrate like other like organizations and be kind of like a narc in a way.
And basically you can literally be like a crooked cop and so forth. You can basically either be a good cop or like a bad cop. Like there are so many endless possibilities because it's such a great GTA idea. And see, for me, the reason why I wasn't even up on GTA 5 was 3 characters. Nah, sorry, bro. No. The whole 3 character thing was nah, I wasn't feeling that. Like for me, I'm like, no, 1 character, 1 idea, 1 directive, a singular story, boom, let's go. The whole 3 character thing, I'm like, nah. I was never really feeling that, man. So it's it is a training day. So guys, look, man, we'll do like 10 minutes of questions. So guys, if you want to send any questions in the live chat, send it to us, man. Actually, I never asked you though. What is the best game you've ever played? Rockstar are bastards, by the way. I just wanted to put that to the side.
Best game or favorite game? Like the best game or favorite game?
Both. Give me your favorite game and your best game. Oh, by the way, bro, man. Just playing Halo again with you. What
Memories,
a freaking game, man. What a freaking game.
Okay. Favorite game? Probably man, that's a because the thing about me is that like a lot of the games are similar, so it's kind of like a fight in my mind. One day it's one game, another day it's another, but I'm probably gonna have to say it's a fight between Halo 1 and Halo 2.
Wow.
Because
so as far as best or favorite?
Both.
Oh, okay. Over Mass Effect?
Yeah, over Mass Effect, yeah. Because the thing is, like, Mass Effect, it's up there. It's top 5. But there will never be as much excitement or as fun or memories that I have in Mass Effect as I had with Halo 2 Online.
Yeah, true. No, it's like for me, my favorite game might be Vice City. Best game, Best game.
It's hard, man. Because
we're
old, man.
I'll be real with you. Best game. It might be Halo. Like, no. Hold up. No, favorites game. Mass Effect. It's tough. You see,
the thing is like,
yeah, no.
The guys don't understand
favorite game.
is that,
Favorite game. It's a toss up between. Favorite game. Favorite game is Mass Effect 1. Best game is a toss up between Halo 1 and Vice City. It's a toss up because going back to Halo 1 again, Halo 1, that's an amazing game, bro. Just on a technical level, and the fact that it came out in 01, on a technical level, Halo 1 is different. Halo 1 is different. Halo 1 is different. Like, playing it again with you, I'm like, I forgot how good this game was. This thing came out in 2001.
Dude, we were doing some co-op. We were having a blast, dude. I
forgot how good. See, I thought, no, but playing this game, no. This game's amazing. See, Halo 1 is the definition of a classic game where, bro, like, no, you can easily go back and it doesn't feel dated. Is when you've really made an amazing game. Because if you play Vice City, there'll be a few bugs here and there and so forth. But no, Halo 1, you play that game right now on your Xbox, it still feels like you like how it was in 2001, man.
The thing too, man, is that like it's hard because
although Red Dead.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, Red Dead Redemption 2 is a crazy game, man.
I couldn't. I keep trying. I keep trying to play it. The gameplay is so slow in that game, dude.
Okay, let's do the next one. So, what do you think about Red Dead 2 and how well? You see, here's the thing. I preferred the story in Red Dead Redemption 1, but Red Dead Redemption 2, see, on a technical level, is a ridiculous game.
It's one of the most well-made games I've ever played.
On a technical achievement, in terms of just the map, the gameplay, the characters, the graphics, the depth, the detail, it's stupid. But, bro, I tell you right, it's tough, my man. Skyrim is crazy, bro.
Oh,
Skyrim is crazy, bro.
See, the thing is,
Skyrim is crazy, bro.
Dude, we're also I've seen like Nintendo, I've seen Genesis, it goes back far, man. So it's hard to come up with just one. You know, we gotta make a video of going through I gotta really think about this. But top of my head, I'll say Halo 1 and Halo 2. You know, because you gotta factor in Super Mario Brothers, man.
Yeah.
Super Mario Brothers 3.
Now this one is what your favorite underrated game. Did you guys ever play Jack and Daxter? There's this game
I never had PS2, so
okay, Jack and Daxter. And I keep saying this to guys. Basically, Jack and Daxter, Legacy of Kain, Soul River 1 and Soul River 2. People not sleeping this Zelda Wind Waker. People slept on that game. Zelda Wind Waker was a freaking amazing game.
I got one that I think no one has played, but I think it's one of the most underrated games.
What's that?
It's a little game called Spec Ops: The Line.
Oh wow! Wait, is that an FPS?
It's a third-person military cover shooter, and it sounds generic as hell. But let me tell you, the story in that game. There's a scene in that game that actually gave me nightmares, dude. Oh. It deals with a lot of real dark themes, and not that many people played it, man. But yeah, it's definitely what the look.
You know, going back to best games ever played and so forth. Mm-hmm. Have you played Uncharted 2 and 3?
I played 2, and I played about halfway through 3. And it kind of ran out of steam for me, man.
Bro.
3.
You see, the story in those games is, in terms of gameplay, those are some of the best games I've ever played. Like, some of the sequences, because obviously I've just started playing Uncharted 4. I actually need to get back into Uncharted 4.
No, what am I saying? I'm sorry. Uncharted 4 is the one that I got almost towards the end. I never played 3. 3 is the one in the desert, right?
Yeah, you never played 3.
I never played 3. I played 2 and 4.
You think 2 is crazy? Some of the stuff you do in 3, there's one sequence where I think you're on a plane, on the back of a plane and so forth, and you have to basically fight freaking insanity. Like some of the sequences that they come on through are just freaking amazing, man. Worst gaming experience. Okay. I'll name a few. First one is my brother, big brother. He bought this game called Army Men Sarge's Heroes 2. And it was supposed to be like a 2-player game, co-op game. So we're like, oh my gosh, he's so excited, blah, blah, we're really excited. And then we played the game. This piece of trash Class A brick game, Tony, I told you, that you keep on shooting. So you can't stop shooting. So what you have to do is you have to pretty much direct your player and direct the bullets in the direction of where your enemy is. So you can't really stop shooting. I think after like a minute, my brother just pressed the off button, put it back into the packet, and returned it. Second one is the ending of Mass Effect 3. One of the worst experiences of my life, because you have to understand this, guys. So anybody who's played Mass Effect understand the see.
A good one.
Listen, Mass Effect was unique. It was unique in the sense of you could create your own player and you could create your own story. So what was cool about Mass Effect was your story in Mass Effect 1, Mass Effect 2, and 3 would all combine. So the ending of Mass Effect 3 would be a combination of your choices in Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. What these dickheads decided to do is screw what you did in Part 1 and Part 2. We're just going to just get some test tube loser to explain some weird stuff to you towards the very end. Horrible. So yeah, those are the ones that those are the ones that stick out to me. What about you? Right.
Man, I think you pretty much nailed it. Mass Effect 3. It's actually like, dude, guys don't understand. Like, I wake up in the middle of the night sometimes sweating, and I'm like, Mass Effect 3, man, they messed it up. How do you? They did everything wrong.
Oh, no, it's.
You went from one of the greatest games, one of the greatest sci-fi RPGs, and you just felt like that. That's incredible.
Is that your worst experience? Is that your worst?
I think it might be. I'm trying to remember, but I don't think any will, like. To be honest, though, man, like most games are pretty good, man. Like I don't have a lot of bad gaming memories. You know?
Oh come on! You must have played some. It's just me. Everyone has that rubbish trash game that
I honestly probably it probably happened when I was so young that I blocked it out of my memory.
Have you wait? Did you own the first Xbox?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. The OG.
Bro, if you want to view one of the worst games I've ever played in my life, man, this game should be given a scholar, man. This is one of the worst games I've played. Did you ever play this game? Azuric: The Rise of Parathia.
Man, this is bringing back some flashbacks. This was a launch title, I think, right?
Yeah. It was one of the first games on the Xbox. This game right here, straight garbage. Straight freaking garbage, man.
Yeah, the Xbox has some pretty rough games at the beginning, man. They had some garbage fighting game too. I forgot what it was called.
No, bro. If not for Halo, Xbox would have failed.
Oh yeah.
Because Fable alone wasn't enough to keep the Xbox. If not for Halo 1 and Halo 2, like that's it. Like it would have completely failed. It completely failed. It's actually interesting. Most iconic gaming character. It might be Mario. It might be Mario. If you had to just choose one, because obviously you've got Master Chief, you have the Metroid chick, you have Link from Zelda, you've got it's Mario. Like I can't think of a character that's okay. You just say this is like the most iconic gaming character. It's Mario. Here we go.
I think, man, like, dude, I
guys are saying Sonic. No.
Oh,
Mario is
okay.
more iconic.
Sonic is in the conversation.
He's in the combo, but I think Mario is just the staple, man.
The problem is that Mario had much better games as far as like, because I think everyone's first console that I remember growing up with was Nintendo.
Yeah.
Was that your first console, the NES, the original? No, actually, you know what? I lied.
Did the Mega Drive come before or after the SNES?
I think it came out afterwards.
Yeah, I think it was because we've had pretty much every console. We've had like literally pretty much like I'll tell you all the consoles that we've had. I think we had the NES, we had the SNES, Mega Drive, PS1, PS2, Dreamcast. Did you ever have the 3DO?
No.
Yes, we had. My big brother had this thing called the freaking 3DO. My brother got the Dreamcast to play Shenmue, finished Shenmue, then sold the Dreamcast afterwards. So he got the console solely just to play Shenmue, and that was it. But yeah. I think basically we've had every console apart from the GameCube. That was the only console that were like that.
Did you have the original Atari 2600?
My big brothers probably did, but because that was way before my time. But my big brothers probably did.
And you talk about old, bro. You talk about old. My cousin had that thing. Literally, it was like the controller was a box with a joystick on it and one button, and you had to like.
No.
I've seen some shit, man. I've seen some shit. I'm sure you have too.
Oh no, for sure, man, for sure. No, see, my thing though is that, like, look, man. I mean, so in your opinion, we're never getting a GTA 6?
I don't think we are. Not anytime soon. Maybe 10 years from now, possibly. Possibly, maybe.
So, but I think that is scary though, because my thing is, that's why I think, because as much as I'm alive, that's why I think it may be right, because if these losers continue to play GT Online, and if let's say they make, because my thing is, it's like, guys, looks like it's simple. If we keep making sales, I will make good sales from a repackaged trash like this in PS5. Oh, why the hell do we go into GTA 6? Because if you're still selling copies and still making money without actually having to put money into a new game, then what the heck?
The problem is that online never ends. You can always add more vehicles, add more weapons. It never ends.
No, and that's
why would you stop playing,
bro? Wait, when did Halo Reach come out? Like, what year did Halo Reach get?
Halo Reach was, I think,
release date 2010, 14th of September 2010.
That's right, I remember now. Yeah.
So it came out 11 years ago, and I just to me, forget people. I still play Halo Reach online, and also Tony, you need to find your disc, bro. We need to get back online.
Gameplay, man. Gameplay is king, man.
Gameplay is king. You see, I told you, like, you can have the best graphics in the world. If the gameplay is trash, it doesn't matter. If the gameplay is amazing, you can have a game for all time, because you'll always go back. It's just
like who cares about the story of Super Mario Brothers? Nobody. Or Doom. Nobody. It's the gameplay.
No. The story is save that white chick with a crown. No. That's essentially like
that's it. That's all you need.
Save the blonde white chick with a crown. Like, there is no story, but the gameplay is amazing. So my thing is, I just think it's just unfortunate that these. But see, it's difficult because see, Twitter is such a microcosm. Because if you look at Twitter, there is so much anger that these clowns are not bothering making GTA 6. But if you look at the wider spectrum, they're like, look at the sales, look at the amount of people who are on GTA Online, and every time we put out a post, we get thousands of likes. So in their view, the people who like what we're doing outweighs the people who don't like what we're doing. So they're like, let's keep on going. And
it's mostly the guys like us that, you know, we remember Rockstar being a certain way, like growing up and coming out with new innovative games all the time. Yeah, and it's just that lack of their presence in the gaming world. It's so like big, and it's like it's almost like it feels like it's a waste of talent.
Yeah.
No,
because that's why I put up that thing of Rockstar, because like Rockstars, like if you look at Rockstar's resume, they probably they have the best resume in terms of
they
games.
can retire. They're done. They could be finished.
No, like so now that's
done.
another interesting conversation. Who are the best game developers, or which game developer has the best resume? I think it's Rockstar. Like
I would argue that though, because
who?
I would say Valve and Blizzard probably as well.
Give me Valve's games.
The Half-Life series.
Okay, Half-Life only counts as one. What else? Because I need to say a resume is I need variety. So I need to say, okay, action here, open world here, detective here. You're covering different genres because Rockstar can give you a variety. So Bully is very different from Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead Redemption is very different from GTA. GTA is very different from L.A. Noire. L.A. Noire is very different from Max Payne.
Well, I mean, yeah. If you look at it in that sense, then yes. But I think as far as like pedigree goes, I mean, Rockstar is top. But like, I mean, I think there's other studios out there that have the same amount of talent that they do. I mean, Bungie,
Oh, no, I know, but Bungie doesn't have as good a resume. Like Bungie really is Halo. Destiny was but really it's Halo. But in terms of like, okay, give me 4 or 5 amazing games in your repertoire. Not many guys can say what's up to Rockstar.
Yeah, the thing about Rockstar is that they've made so many different games in different genres.
And that's just why it's just so sad that these guys are like, oh, because. But my thing though is, I mean, I don't know whether they're done with Red Dead Redemption though, because they could do a part 3. But my thing is that I don't know how they can take things to the next level of a part 2. Because obviously PS5, we will only get really good PS5 games in the next year. So we're not going to get amazing PS5 games now, So
what's annoying too, man? The fact that you can't even walk into a store and buy a PS5.
I think it's because of COVID. They said due to COVID, they can't go into the warehouses and make these chips. So they run out of the chips.
When you see like a company like Rockstar now making a GTA 6, that's probably not helping the reason, because people can't buy the system to play the new game anyway.
Yeah.
So why would you even bother developing a new game at this point? It's crazy. I don't think that there's ever been a situation as far as like a new console launch in the history where you can't. It's been almost a year since they came out, and you still can't get them.
Oh no, it's not. It's been weird. Like it doesn't even really feel as if a new console exists. Like I remember, like the massive deal there was when I think it's because of COVID. Because whenever a new console comes out, you can feel the presence of a new console. I think the issue is that because most people don't have a PS5, it just feels like, a new console. All right, well, whatever. Like there isn't really like a massive rush. And even as you've said, PCs have better graphics if you have the better computer.
I mean, the PS5 is essentially a PC on the inside.
So
PS5.
So the computer you have, is that a the computer you have, are the graphics better on your computer as opposed to other shit? As you know, so are the graphics on your PC better than the PS5 or Series X?
Well, they can be if I wanted them to be. It's just a matter of investment. How much do you want to spend to make a better experience? You know what I mean? When you buy a console, you're buying that console as a built-in box. You can't change anything in it. My computer, I can swap out whatever I want. You know what I mean?
Sugar man. Oh look, man, sorry, man. All I got. Final words on this whole thing, man, is as I know what you're saying about Rockstar, that they have to make money, but they're still bastards. Screw them. They're pieces of crap.
I'm just as upset as you are about the situation, but it's unfortunately that's the way it goes. The way it goes.
So we're not gonna get so we're not getting a GTA 6 because some clowns continue to play GTA Online.
Mark my words, man. You're not gonna see that game.
I think, imagine what it just said, bro. GTA 6, Miami, fully customizable character and so forth. You're a cop who wears a badge and so forth. I'll be like, I see.
Bro.
If they happen like that, I'll get your PS5 or your Series X, bro. You see, that's my thing. There's no reason for me to get a PS5 or a Series X because I don't trust those clowns, BioWare, with the new Mass Effect. And unless there's some kind of amazing game, there's no game that can inspire me to get any of these consoles, unless you announce GTA 6. God forbid am I sniffing a PS5 to play this freaking GTA 5 again, man.
That's all they got to do. I mean, dude, if they came out with a GTA 6 and it was Vice City 2, I would rip my shirt off. Like I could be at work. I'll be sitting at work.
You see, as much as I want them to do something that they've not done before, if you go back to Vice City, all right, let's ride. If you go back to Vice City, let's ride, man.
Hey, what if it was set in the 90s instead of the 80s? 90s Miami.
You see, yeah. Oh no, see, 90s, like late 90s, when you had the best rap albums.
Could be pretty good, man.
You know, you're in the mid-90s. Yeah, man. Okay, look, man. Let me ride out of here, man. So, look, man, Tony, any last final words on Matrix, GTA, and all that kind of stuff, man?
Yeah, today was a good day, man. It's good to see a new Matrix movie coming out. And
I would have never thought I'd see the day, bro. So I thought that, yeah, you know what? It's done, man. I never thought I'd see the day.
It's good to feel some sort of interest in a movie coming out again. You know, after all the countless disappointments, it's good to see something that I'm actually okay. I might actually be interested in watching this. Cool.
Yeah, look, man. I suppose, man, it's at least it's something to look forward to, man. Tony, man, find that Halo Reach disc, bro. We need to do some Team Slayer.
I got it somewhere over here. I gotta dig it up.
Yeah, we need to do Team Slayer. All right, man. Peace.